Columbine by
Hannah,
Emily,
Will,
and Claire. On April 20th, 1999, two senior boys went into Columbine High School of Aurora, Colorado, attempting to kill everyone. In the shooting, 13 were killed and many more were injured. Those 13 killed lost their lives in the most brutal of ways, through a massacre. What's a worse way to die than being categorized with 12 other people? Rachel Scott, Danny Rohrbach, Dave Sanders, Cassie Bernal, Steve Cornow, Corey DePuter, Kelly Fleming, Matt Ketcher, Daniel Mouser, Isaiah Scholes, Josh Tomlin, Lauren Townsend, and Kyle Velasquez were the people killed at Columbine.
From his youth, Eric had always been considered a troublemaker. Often unemotional, Eric learned the traits of emotional people and played them on his counselor as well as his parents. Eric didn't lose touch with his emotions, he just didn't have them in the first place. After his death, Eric was diagnosed as a psychopath, which explained the way he lived. He didn't flinch at the thought of massacring his entire high school, as his original plan was. He was filled with joy by it. Dylan Klebold was a severely depressed 17-year-old at the time of his death. For years, Dylan had been constantly overshadowed by Eric and was more like a sidekick to Eric as opposed to a co-conspirator. For the duration of his life, he had been painfully shy as well as extremely low in self-confidence. Coupled together, it led him to contemplate suicide on a daily basis. However, he didn't go through with it until the massacre. By Dylan's diary accounts, he just wanted relief from his never-ending pain.
the police department of Aurora, Colorado, made many mistakes in the case. They received many complaints about the killers from a concerned family, but the complaints were ignored, and later the evidence that confirmed this was destroyed. Also, the SWAT team was very disorganized and took their time when entering the building. They left victims in need of intensive care. A teacher at Columbine named Dave Sanders bled out while waiting for help after being shot. If he had gotten help sooner, he could have possibly survived.
Another brutal murder of innocent people occurred in the book In Cold Blood. It is also based on a true story, and it tells the story of the Clutter family, who gets violently murdered in their Indiana home one night in November of 1959. Similar to Columbine, they were two murderers who took the lives of many innocent people for no apparent reason. Both of these tragic stories took place in small and undistinguished towns.
A central question: what is the biggest takeaway from the text?
Overall, from this acute account, we learned that this massacre should have been prevented. However, due to several mistakes from the unprepared police force, as well as the cunning personality of Eric Harris, who dispelled the rumors of a possible attack, 13 people's lives were ended, several more were injured, and thousands of people's lives were changed forever.